Okay, welcome everyone. We're going to get right into the stock market technical analysis. I've been waiting all day to really find out what the market wants to do and really looking for anything new that's changed from really last week. I'm not seeing a whole lot of change, but I do want to kind of update everyone on the charts. So it's going to be a pretty quick video. Just stay tuned. I think it's important to at least keep in touch with where the markets are heading and get that update. So we're going to start out here with triple Qs. Again, we're basically like right here above the 100-day moving average on this daily chart. The levels I'm again keying in on right now is this downtrend that we've started. You can see we've had three reactions so far tagging that downtrend line. I'm looking for a move up to hit that in the next, maybe tomorrow or sometime this week, and then a continuation to the downside. So that's what I'm looking for. Again, if we pop above this level, this downtrend line, then I wouldn't want to see us go past 369.54. A daily close above that level, and I'll likely look to stop out right up here. So that's how I'm looking to trade it. However, if we do hit this downtrend line, we get rejected, then I am looking for a move all the way down to 342.80 as our next level of major support in the triple Qs. So that's the trade setup that I'm looking for. I think there's some more downside. Again, going back to the daily chart, we had negative divergence that was building for quite some time, and we continued to kind of grind higher, and we've just started this downtrend. So I think we're likely due for another leg down before maybe finding more substantial support. All right, so that's what I'm watching there on Qs. Those are the levels and how I'm looking to trade it. SPY, you can see we are basically just trading, we are pretty much just walking down this downtrend line on SPY. So there it is on the daily. You can see we've had 1, 2, 3, and we've now got a fourth reaction. They're just kind of holding it there. So I think Qs might pop up a little bit, hit that resistance, and then they both roll over together. The other thing on SPY, key level of support is this red trend line right here. We're pretty close to it, so I wouldn't really be interested in shorting SPY until we break that. But if we see a break of that trend line, then likely we've got a lot more downside to go. So until we break that, I'll be just watching that one. Right now, that's sitting at about 431, 432. And then if we pop above this downtrend line right there, which is really where we're trading at right now, then I think, we'll watch the Qs for a sign. So I'm really only interested in trading the Qs right now, but we'll keep an eye on the SPY to tell us where, if there's more selling to come in the broader market. IWM small caps just continues to pretty much go flat and trade sideways. So you can see we've been sideways really for the entire year, gone nowhere. So until we break one side or the other of this sideways range on this daily chart, I'm not really interested in the small caps. I think we're going to break to the downside. We have big negative divergence right here that's been building on the RSI and the PPO. So that tells me we're likely going to break to the downside. But you don't know. Maybe they'll pop it up, break it to the upside, and then create a false breakout and then fail. That could happen. So we have to just wait for price action one side or the other before even trying to trade this. Gold bullion continues to kind of hang in there, basically trading above this 1755 area for a week and a half or so. We're just kind of treading water, not really going anywhere, not moving up, not moving down. The miners, the miners GDX has this bullish falling wedge right now. We got another reaction, so you can see we have a reaction there, got one there, one there, one there. There's another one, and there's another one. So lots of reactions on the upside, and then we got 1, 2, 3 on the lower end of this wedge. And so, we need to see a breakout of the wedge. That's really what you'd want to look for the next buy signal. Otherwise, I would look to buy on support, and you could just continue to build positions on support. That's what I'd look for on that one. Quick look at the FANG stocks. Amazon continues to kind of trade sideways, very similar to the IWM small caps. But this is a large cap tech stock. So we continue to trade sideways. We did have the false breakout right here, which was a bull trap. So I think we're heading down to the bottom of the of this range 2930. That's where I'd put the higher probability. And that's also going to, the triple Qs is likely going to continue to sell off if you see that in Amazon as well. Google. So Google, I adjusted my trend line a little bit, but here's coming off the March 2020 lows. Here's your upward price channel. We dipped below it briefly, but they've recovered that. So until we break back below, that's holding above support, bullish in the short term. If you see a break back below the trend line, then that would mean we're likely going to roll over and sell off. Microsoft above support. There's support right there at 284.27. Until you see a break of that level, we don't really have a sell signal in Microsoft. Apple, support here at 141.70, and then another level right there at about 144.30. So we're kind of just sandwiched in between these two levels. Until you see a break of that lower trend line support, then I don't think you don't have a sell signal. If we break, we've got some more major support down here at 134.68. On the daily chart, you can see we had reaction where we held support several times, 6 different times. So I could see us coming down to that if we break this 141.65 area. And then Facebook continues to look weak. So Facebook is clearly on a sell signal. Any kind of rallies into this, I'd look to sell. I'd look to short into this, or exit if you're long. Big bearish rising wedge in Facebook. The measured target on this typically is the widest part of the wedge, which is going to be about right there, which would set us up for a move, an initial move down to about 282. It's about probably we have to probably look for some support. Yeah, right about there, somewhere right in there. 277, we'll call it 278, benefit of the doubt. You'd want to step in and cover a little bit early, but I think we're likely heading down to 278 area. Sector analysis, XHB, this is home builders. I still like this as a short trade. You can see all the times we held this trend line support. We've got 5 reactions here. We had negative divergence building on the RSI and the PPO, and we broke trendline support right there. Big sell signal. I was watching that right in that area, and we got the sell signal right there on that big red candle there. So I think we've just started the downtrend, and we're just having a little bit of a counter trend bounce, but I do believe we'll likely resume the downtrend, heading down to 69.31 as a level of support, and then ultimately down here 65.62. So I'm watching for that price action. I do think that's going to continue to the downside. Same with the semiconductors, SOXX. I think we're going to continue to the downside. Looks like we're flagging out a bear flag. So here, look at all the times we held support on this trend line here. Then we started to build negative divergence up here at the highs. Again, if you guys are unfamiliar with these concepts, check out my stock market technical analysis training course. I put together about 5 or 6 hours of video training courses going over all these different topics in detail. I charge $99. It's a fair value for what you get. Link in the description below. And again, that negative divergence was building here on SOXX, and then we broke trend right there. So we've had, and you can see it's pretty, lots of confirmation. Once you broke trend, it was just selling, impulsive selling. 1, 2, 3, 4 days of selling after you broke that trend line. We're getting a little bit of a flagging action here. I think we're going to continue to break to the downside on this one once the selling resumes. So that's what I'm watching for. I still like this as a short trade. And yeah, I think we're heading down to 389.50 area of support. I've got it kind of marked out. Tesla continues to kind of grind around in this this area right here. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking, I would have thought it would have sold off by now and been rejected. We haven't seen that yet. So we'll keep an eye on it. Look for any kind of breakouts or breakdowns. That's really all I have to say. Right now, it is at an area of resistance, which is right there, 281.89, just slightly above, kind of chopping around above. So I think we're going to get rejected here, but until we see it, we can't be sure. So things to watch. If we do get rejected, look for support down here at 723, 40, 50, depending on when we actually get there. And then a break of that would set us up for a move all the way down to about 554. And then ultimately, I think Tesla's heading down here at 460, 465 area. But until I see the breakdown and the sell signal, we have to keep an eye on that one. And I don't have a whole lot else for this video. There's just not a whole lot going on today. So I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Leave me a thumbs up on your way out. I do appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Bye.